everyone. We are back with our part 2 of the same topic that we have been carrying forward from yesterday. So it's about math and Indian mythology that we had been talking about. And just for a glimpse and a recap, we had been talking about Ramayana and Mahabharata yesterday, where we spoke about as to how there was no technology at that particular time, but still the wars went on, the bows, the arrows, everything had numbers and math involved in it. There were no watch clocks, but they somehow figured out the time looking at the direction of the sun. So that's what we had been talking about. And since we wanted to take it forward to further enlighten you guys, we have part 2 of math and Indian mythology with our two beloved people, Akriti and Rekha, back with us. So now, since we are continuing this topic, Rekha and Akriti, I would want you to just enlighten more about what do you feel about math and that ancient times and that era when we did not have the use of technology, we did not know what internet was, we did not have any interesting video games that we have today. So what do you think about it? What are the new findings that you would want to enlighten us with? So we begin with Rekha.
Yeah, I would want Akriti to do it first because I am very curious to listen to her.
All right. So Akriti, you can go ahead then.
So basically, there is something very interesting that I found today. As I'm residing in Kochi presently, so my findings are from Kerala only. Okay. So 700 years back, there was a mathematician named Madhava. So he was basically from Kerala, from a small town named Sangamam Gram. And he was the first person to actually, who has completely given shape to calculus, and he was also the founder of Kerala School of Astronomy, which was a flourishing school at that point of time. So when I got to know about this, I was really intrigued. I was feeling very proud of my heritage and at the place that whichever is giving me shelter, food, name, everything. So I was very happy to know about it. Even Kerala, because it's known for its literacy, 100% literacy rate, a lot of trigonometry principles were also birthed in Kerala. So yes, truly it is not, it's just not for namesake called 100% literate state in India. So it has a lot of, backing in mathematics in it.
Okay, so that's great. So she spoke about the place where she resides and how she's happy about the heritage. And definitely, as she said, 100% literacy rate, it's just not a tag. It's just not a label that has come up. There exists some facts and some statistics due to which it is said so. So let's see now what Rekha has to present before us.
Yeah, yesterday we spoke about Mahabharata, the birth of chess, archery, everything. Today, I kind of focused on Ramayana, okay, because that's also a very important right. thing that we have in India. And so when I focused on Ramayana, my favorite god from childhood has been, Hanumanji. That's so cute. In that, there is one thing which says, Yuga Sahasra Yojana Parabhanu Lilyo Tyahi Madhura Falajanu. So Yuga, one Yuga is 12,000 years. Sahasra is 1,000 years. Yuga Sahasra, Yojan means 8 miles. So when we multiply all these things, it comes to 15 crore 36 lakh kilometers. So back then, Tulsidas, Goswami Tulsidas said the distance between Earth and Sun is 15 crore 36 lakh kilometers. Now NASA says that that is the exact distance between Sun and, planet Earth. So we are talking about Ramayana, which some say is 12,000 years before Christ. Some say 30,000 years before Christ. That is the time they said that Yuga Sahasra Yojana Parabhanu, the distance between Sun and Earth. And now NASA says that that's exactly accurate distance. So it is mind-boggling, the math that we had from then, Yeah. And even when you look at the construction of Ramasetu, that is the stone thing that they made from, the tip of from Kanyakumari to Lanka. How did they even make floating stones? What could be the engineering behind it? See, right. We are talking about now in Saudi and in Dubai and all, we see that they're raising huge structures, over water bodies. But back then, so many years back, they did floating stones and they made a bridge out there. So certain things are beyond our comprehension.
Absolutely.
So that's right. How I feel.
That's really nice. And the way you said your favorite god from childhood is Hanumanji, that's cute.
Yeah, he's mine also favorite.
Yeah, I know.
And my
Adorable.
mother deliberately used to tell me, do not worship him, do not worship him.
Why?
Oh,
Why? Because
he's a bachelor, no?
he's a bachelor, no. So she used to tell me, don't worship him, don't worship him. I remember. So I used to go to the temple every Tuesday, and she was like, why is she going? Why is she going?
So we come from a very rich heritage is what, I want to
Right.
pronounce again and again.
Right. Actually, about the floating that you were talking, it's a lot of physics, the buoyancy, which plays an important role to float any surface for that matter, which is all physics again. But yes, indeed, interesting. And it happened. Although these things were given a very superstitious name, considering that there was some power, something different. But if you actually see it technically, it's all numbers, math, and physics revolving around it too.
Yeah.
So that's really great. So just to sum up our interesting topic today, I would like Rekha and Akriti to give like 2 lines or maybe 3 lines as an ending, along with a good note of all the hopes that you want to give to our young minds to pursue this particular subject and not leave it midway because they feel that it's of no significance in our life later. So you can go ahead.
I feel it is a confluence of the past and the present. Whatever could be the generation, our roots are very strong. Please
Right.
be connected to your roots. Now we are talking about quantums and we are talking about fractals. All these things existed back then too. Okay, so never leave your heritage and never leave your wisdom behind. Go hand in glove with the past. Okay, that's my takeaway on this. Maths is always there. Math is endless. It is indestructible. And I feel 1% is what we know of mathematics.
Right. That's really nice. So it's in your hands how to make it interesting. That's what Rekha wants to say. So be connected with the nature, be connected with your history and make it fun for yourselves and not a burden or a stone on your heads. So Akriti.
Yes. So to summing up to what Rekha said, I would just conclude it in one sentence that we should always embrace the modernization without forgetting the roots. So that's very, very important. Let's just not forget who we are and where are we from and what all we have done in mathematics, and then talk about what the modern and the westernized world is kind of dealing with and what are they promoting. So
Just
that's
be thankful to the DNA that we have.
yes, absolutely.
Definitely. We should always thank the roots because I think for a plant also to nurture, roots play a significant role. So you can't forget them. If you forget them, the leaves can't grow further. So with that, we'll be coming back with another interesting episode tomorrow, yet again. So thank you, Rekha. Thank you, Akriti, for all the wonderful research and putting forth the historical points that you had. So we did not know about so many mathematicians, calculus, and how Rekha ma'am, you spoke about telling us the archery, the bows, the arrows. I think everything was very well put up, which we never actually gave an eye to. We all know these stories, but we never found numbers into it. So thank you both of you for being there. And I'll be catching with you soon for another episode as well. So be ready.
Okay, pleasure always.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.